stage, because you can extend the laning stage by doing really well in your lanes, right? And you want to do that for as long as possible in Tundra. They'd love to play the laning stage without things breaking down as soon as possible. And that's going to be Coddle's job to kind of break down the laning stage. He's going to be able to do a lot of work on this map. There's not a counterpart in this game that can really do what he can in this game. Like, Visage isn't going to gank. Sniper, I say he's not going to gank. He might, but it's not really as potent as Coddle's ganks. He's more of going to be like responding to what the Coddle does in this game.
Okay. Well, we'll see if Heroic can take the bull by the horns and keep that pressure going for themselves, disrupt, or maybe even just win the laning stage. Who knows? Then they'll be off to a great start, because, you know, you're going to have all these people from Tundra that just want to keep farming, and no room to do that. Another player that is definitely going to be soaking up all the farm all across the map is going to be K1 Hector, who had a couple of really good performances on this Lifestealer yesterday. I was very impressed with what he was able to do. But will it happen again? As Heroic coming to contest this. 5 heroes for Tundra. And Schofield, well, doing what Schofield does best, giving his life up to ensure that his team gets something better. So 9 class, the one that actually takes the last hit there.
He tried his best to give it to Thompson, but Thompson didn't want it, so he's like, all right, I guess I'll take it.
Ooh. He's Cinder brewed up, taking some damage there. Forcing Pure to go back away, and gonna actually body block the creeps to try and get the lane to a better position, I guess. Oh, but Clockwork Cogs did. Okay, a little bit of a miscommunication there, as KJ is throwing out a few more hits. They still get him.
He didn't use Cogs, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding.
I lied.
Lol. It's this was JK moment. No, that's fine. Either way, like, the lane's gonna shove, and I think the reason they're doing this is because they're playing double melee. And they want to make sure that they can get the creep equilibrium back over here. That way Whitemon can't as easily just harass them, which he will do anyway. And they got Cogs level 1 here, which means he's just gonna give a couple gold away for free, and Schofield might be in trouble here.
Oh no, not again. You don't have a TP off cooldown? Alright, he's good.
No blood grenade, so no death.
So far, so good. And keeping an eye while we're watching down bottom, where there could be some extra action happening. You can see, at least in the mid lane for the moment, things seeming a little bit into the favor of Thompson. I mean, this is what we saw yesterday from him versus Quinn. Already 6 and 4 on those last hits versus 6 and 1. So gain a couple extra denies, but Coddle's off stacking.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the difference between Analog here and what we saw from Quinn, is he's going to start the stacking game a bit earlier, where I feel like Quinn tried to win the lane, and it just didn't work out. And I think Analog has decided that I'm not even going to try winning the lane here. I'm just going to go farm.
Oh,
get my make sure. What's up?
Oh, God. That was some good damage there.
Yeah, this lane is pretty nasty, the Visage plus Tusk. You step up even just a little bit, you get shard, tag teamed, grave chilled, soul assumption in the face. Really strong level 2 lane. I say level 2 lane, but it just keeps getting stronger, honestly. So I don't believe Hector is going to have a really good time in this lane, but I did not expect him to struggle this much this early. So that's a bad news for us to happen. And Pure on the bottom lane getting trapped in the Cogs.
Yeah, some good damage out there. They have quite enough to bring him down. It doesn't look like it. And KJ dies up top. I wonder if some of that was how much they were just trading back and forth on KJ before they even came to lane. He was trading with Pure. Yeah, 9 class given the tip after has definitely been feeling into their favor up top there, as Hector has not really been able to farm unobstructed. Hey, Whitemon down bottom just gets bullied down to death.
All right. Down he goes. A little surprised by this, and Schofield, he's going in bot too with a Lotus.
Yeah, stun. Nicely played by Pure. Still in some trouble though. The battery assault is there if they want to go. Chasing Rocket Flare to ignite, and then gets the kill, pausing on him. Oh my God. All right. That's what's happening.
I feel like Defy Llama has a lot of pauses. A little suspicious, I'm not gonna lie. Seems to have a lot of technical issues at very interesting times.
Yeah. Well, you're not wrong. Well, I mean, it's needed, right? Like, if you look at the CS across the board, they're all ahead. The main lane that's going, like, okay now is going to be Brewmaster down bottom.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what's going to happen mid lane, because Analog has, as you can see, the jungle, he has stacked it like crazy already, and that's why Thompson has so much CS right now. It's Analog is just like, nah, I'm not going to play the lane. I'm just going to play for these stacks instead. He's going to for sure still lose the lane, because I think the lane creeps are always going to give more gold. But I wonder how much more recovery he can have. And the second big thing about this is, if by some chance 9 class walks over with Thompson and steals these stacks, that's checkmate for the Coddle. Like, that is his recovery. If you take that away from him, he's got nothing. And that's something maybe Thompson's really talking about right now and thinking about, because there's only really one play. And you can see how much of a heavy investment that they do have on these stacks on the minimap there. There's 2 wards from Dire, just giving vision of both. Of the not only the stacks, but the coming in rotations towards the stack here too. So that's going to be something that they're strategizing about right now, probably.
Well, and we saw, I think I saw a little mini map draw by Thompson on those 2 stacks, basically saying exactly that. So everybody kind of knows what's happening. I think if you wanted to go for them, you probably have to bring in Whitemon, right? Like, because you only have 1 point in Shrapnel right now for Sniper. Like, maybe at 6 if you go to 3 points in Shrapnel, and then up to 4 by 7 they could try and steal him. But I feel like Coddle's going to get it done before then, or at least some of them done. But
yeah,
we'll see.
I think at bare minimum, what you want to do is you want to at least split the EXP, right?
Okay.
Like, just take it on 9 class. Just walk in there, maybe get a couple last hits with shards, right? But more than anything, you want to make sure Coddle doesn't get that full EXP all to himself, because that hero is all about just getting levels. You really just want your levels. And if you can deny half of that by just being around there, that's already a big deal.
See if 9 class decides to make that move over. The other opportunity cost, of course, of going to contest that is that you are going to give some room for Hector to catch back up. And already Toby has had a super easy, solid lane for himself. Double Bracer already there, throwing out these soul assumptions, and has another full wave coming into him now too.
Yeah, he's doing really good for himself up there, and you generally don't want to leave Visage alone as well until he's like level 6. So I could see them just giving those stacks away if they really want to as well. But Thompson is also stacking for himself, getting mostly denies, and it looks like the stacks will just go to the Coddle's way. He's level 4 now. We'll hit level 5 after at least one of those stacks there. And at that point, I think there's no contesting.
Oh my god. Doesn't manage to get caught by those shards there, but instead it's going to be KJ taking a lot of damage, throws the missile back in 9 class. Not enough to stop the death. Yeah, that is why you stay in lane. There's some bullying going on.
Most definitely. It's a difficult lane to say the least here. Hector is struggling super hard in the CS department. Plus, they're getting kills. Honestly, all 3 lanes across the board not going great. I mean, the bot one I think is okay because they ended up getting that kill. But other than that, the other 2 lanes not ideal here. But Coddle will be taking out most of the stacks now. Is going to hit level 6. So he's fairly happy with that one. He has 1 more stack that he might take care of, get level 7. And then I would actually like to see him start getting active. And either bullying this Visage right now is a slight possibility, or the Sven. Sven might be the easier kill, just because even if you get on top of this Visage right now with a double Bracer, Mana Boot, I'm not sure if he dies. You don't have many ways of taking off of these stacks here for him.
No. Although if they keep diving like this onto Hector, he is going to need to make that rotation. And, well, if you're underneath the tower, maybe they can bring down Toby. The Rocket Barrage takes off the stacks at a double. Holy moly, that was a nice little timing there.
Indeed it is, and that's going to be pretty big now. Thompson has a DD walking through the jungle. Do they see him?
They do. Are they? They're going to... Ooh, heads up play. Yeah, that would have been huge. And now they know, okay, there's a ward, so they're going to get that taken out.
Back to farming.
Down bottom. Is it enough for Divine Llama kill? Oh, 25 HP. It's not going to be enough for the kill. They instead are going to take down Whitemon. So overextensions 2 times in the row now for Tundra. And they end up getting punished. I mean, granted, top they got the kill on the Lifestealer, which is still really good. But giving away that one, they weren't able to get the Divine Llama kill.
Yeah, I mean, overall, this is still really good for Heroic right now. Because things could be a lot worse. An analog?
Oh, that's how it can get worse. Good body blocks. KJ moves in, tries to keep him alive. Not going to happen. And I actually managed to just barely clip KJ. All right, now Heroic getting a little bit walloped. When Tundra bring heroes, it becomes a problem.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely was one of the best kills you can get on the map right now. Killing that Coddle.
Oh,
they're going to get
Schofield.
Sure, they don't have damage for that. They don't.
All right, instead, he had 6, didn't want to pop it.
Yeah, I mean, Spen's just too tanky. Ever since they added that your cleave gives you like 9 to 12 strength, you're just like some monster of a hero that you just don't have damage to kill. You can harass him, you can kick him out of the lane, but like 100 to 0ing this guy is not going to be an easy task. At least not until Coddle has the Vessel online. That'll help a lot versus a hero like Sven.
Well, that will be a ways away still. Actually, no, he's getting pretty close to it. He almost has it at 200 gold here. They're finishing off these stacks most likely.
Lots of stacks for everyone. Everyone's stacking and farming. And Topson's going same build. Just straight into the Shadow Blade this game. Which is a little bit scary, so he's not even going to go for the Pike early on against the Clockwork. So really relying on the invisibility and probably waiting for the hook shot until he shows. But Scope will be more patient than Topson. We'll have to see on that one. But hookshot a long ways away as he's only level 4. But bottom lane, making the rotation with the Coddle. They really want the Sven.
And heads up. I mean, yeah, Tundra knew that this was coming. I think this is a really good read by them. And now Heroic are in a weird spot because even if they go through the gate, it's not an easy catch. And in fact, 9 class, seeing him there, they will try and go onto the Tusk. No. Instead, it's moving for the Visage. Will Toby stuff this out? Does he realize what's happening?
If Toby backs now, this is super good for Tundra. Wasting the time of this Coddle.
Good for the wraparound. No, they see the Sven over on this ward. Oh.
Yeah, he has no TP either. He has no TP.
Yeah. Big play. Well played. And barely hits, takes him down. Tusk finds KJ. He's also getting hit by the Ancient. But it won't quite be enough. Yeah, actually thinking about going. The birds are there. Oh, good and fast.
Too.
Hector turns. They hit. A couple more is all they need. It is enough. And the creeps are taking the tower, but underneath it, Topson hits onto it. KJ, he throws out the missile. Hector is there onto him. The birds are doing work. The birds and Topson pair together for the kill. KJ not going to get out of there. Triple for Topson.
I mean, yeah, I thought they might be able to get that Vestal off with the Solar Bind and potentially kill, but Hector just, he has nothing, man. He's got nothing. He's got phase boots and a gauntlet of strength to his name. So he's just like tickling Topson, and then of course the birds being alive and 9 class coming in from the back entrance there. So he ends up getting a triple kill to Topson's name here, and that's going to complete a Shadow Blade. It is done now, and he is now 2,200 gold. Higher net worth than the next highest hero in this game, which would be the Coddle.
Now, Fear, I know what you're talking about there in terms of the Shadow Blade. The net worth, it looks insane. It's scary stuff. But call me crazy. I'm worried when this Clockwork gets 6, he just buys a dust and suddenly Topson dies. Am I wrong in thinking about that? As Hector will back away?
I mean, Hector is dead.
Oh no. Jesus. Oh, they're hunting.
This is the worst game I've ever seen from Hector.
Oh no. Well, they're bringing in Devi Llama now, and this should be enough to get some big kills. They take down one and gonna look for Visage too. When they finally show up with this brew, it becomes a problem. Toby caught there in the cogs. KJ and 9 Class have been just trading tips back and forth. 10 to 11, and actually they got 9 Class also. Chase, slowdown comes in, the rocket barrage is out, and this little Tusk gets the lull from KJ as he attempts to escape. Another tip from Devi Llama pushes him to the side and brings him down. Wait, TP in? Techies? Techies shows up now also. They're saving the hook shot. Don't want to use it here as I think that Schofield just knows that he's going to die. Thompson shows up, couple more punches, and they're out.
Really did drop the lull, huh?
Apparently. Wait, finding Pure?
Hasted. Found his
Killing
courier.
the courier first. Gets the courier first. Now going back for the hero. A chance? No, you can't get him.
Yeah, no stuns. That's the one thing Coddle will never have until like a Hex or something is a stun. That's why it's going to be really important that the Clockwork tries to play around him, right? So just solar bind him, and then obviously he couldn't have been there because he TP'd on the top fight, but I think going here on forward, there will be a hook shot available or a battery assault to kind of stop plays like that from happening in the future. And Whitemon, he's deep here, and he's dead.
Nowhere to go. Thompson shows up. Analog has Solar Bind ready if they want to make this move, but after losing KJ, I think that's about it.
Where does Schofield get this money from? You know, I don't get it. Like, he almost has a Force Staff, which is massive.
Well,
Means he can
farming.
keep chasing heroes. Yeah, I mean, I guess he is farming. I don't really watch him under a microscope too much, but I think I should, because he is a man that needs to be studied.
Oh, Thompson! He's right next to Analog. The chase down's there. He just shadow bladed in for the kill, and it's gonna be brought down. That is a huge play. Oh man, and yeah, now they see the wards there, but I mean, it served its purpose.
And Thompson getting closer now to that Force Staff. But I will say, once you get to like the Force Staff and Shard, Hector, where they want to go.
Good stun into the silent. Oh, but the infested getaway. The stun.
They should chase it down, right?
Oh, he's pretty quick.
Okay.
I guess not.
He's out. Yeah, I mean, the Brewmaster and Clockwork are nearby, so it makes sense. It's too close to the tower. I mean, it was a good attempt. They did chain stun it perfectly.
Oh no!
They denied the
Oh,
right. That was a beautiful play.
The Kobold.
That was a beautiful play right there. Having the heads up to use your shoveled Kobold to deny the 14-minute Wisdom Room.
Yeah,
I would have tipped that, man.
3,000 gold lead now. And Hector hits Whitemon a few times. He just TPs out. A full mech now done for Visage on top of Phylactery Double Bracer, Arcanes. And now Thompson, he's queuing up the Ags, decides to go back for the Hurricane Pike. I mean, they're getting what they need. It feels like Heroic is trying to play around this like Radiance timing for Brew. And it definitely is going to be strong, but I do wonder if maybe there was another fight they could have taken in there and tried to kill Thompson at least another time this game.
I don't think K1 is happy about this Brewmaster going for a Radiant.
Yeah.
He also has Radiance queued up and has a bit of a smorgasbord of an item build right now. Guess he just has to go for the Maelstrom. Because he can't. I mean, every time I've seen Hector play this hero, he always went Radiant Manta, without a doubt. And now he has like some Belt of Strength Maelstrom build here. Probably just bought that Belt of Strength just because he needed something in his inventory for these couple of fights that we did see him in. Yeah, just to knock on the point, this is like one of the most notorious fast farmers in Dota, and this is not a game where he's going to be able to do that. And it kind of, in a way, might make you feel a little bit nervous if you are Heroic, because Hector does not get to play the way that Hector likes to play. And Tundra is shutting that down.
Yeah, it feels like this game is going to be a lot more on Analog and Devi to sort of set the tempo and make some space where maybe Hector can come back later and be a force in this. But it feels like it's going to be much more like his biggest impact is going to be infesting to save allies or something, which again, not the Hector classic.
Certainly is not here, but we'll see what he decides to go with this item build. Probably gonna think about it for some time on how he's gonna do it, and we'll check back up on him later as Divine Llama has finished up his Radiance, so he has hit a power spike. Also now with that level 2 ultimate, so he is much stronger now. KJ very close to an Atos here too, to add a little more lockdown and control, and then Coddle close to the Octarine core on top of the Boots of Travel with the Vessel. So those are the big power spikes here for Heroic. So I think they're actually pretty strong right now with this Brewmaster Radiance. Might be worth considering to try and fight them, because on the other side, you have Tundra, who's still continuously free farming here, where Pure is closing in on his BKB, and that'll be a problem. Sniper just keeps building. Once he gets the Ags, which he's going for as well, he'll also be a problem. And I guess the one hero I haven't looked a ton on was just Toby and what he's going to go for as an item build, and it will be the Greaves on top of the Phylactery here, so adding some more auras and tankability here.
Oh, they spotted 9 class, can't quite catch up to him in time, and they are now going to run up here. Whitemon should not get caught out by this. He saw them running through his mines, drops a ward behind on his way out. And now instead they'll see that KJ and Schofield are heading through the gate. That tips off Toby to play a little bit more safe, as well as Thompson and 9 class, and they've dodged all of this.
Yeah. At least for now, and they're actually on the aggressive here. Getting a nice D ward there.
Both of those moves get sussed out, and it will be back up to their own high ground that they go. Do have 2 smokes ready. Instead, though, it's just a TP off to the other side of the map. This is the lineup that likes to farm. I mean, they're going to be happy getting their tri-core moving.
Is Hector gonna do it? Like,
Dude, I think he is.
Is he gonna go a secondary Radiant? Yeah. I don't know. He committed for the Talisman, and he still has that relic queued up. You can obviously pivot for a Halberd here, which I think he should. But just looking at his quick buy and the fact that he already bought this, there potentially might be 2 Radiances in this game.
Thompson lost his courier. He doesn't have a TP. He just sent it into a creep wave accidentally, and now they're going to see him with no TP.
Okay.
I don't know if they're going to be able to do anything with that information. I mean, they are all running at him right now, actually. So they know that he's over here somewhere, but not easy to find that gank.
And the Shadow Blade just lasts way too long now.
Yeah.
17 seconds of invisibility.
Smoke up. And attempting to find somebody. Scans down bottom, anticipating that might be where Heroic are at. But they're calling for a big wraparound in towards mid, which, if Thompson continues farming this direction, he'll get caught right in the midst of this. Instead, Whitemon, the one that breaks the smoke, thought about it, hook shot, connects for the moment. Pushback is there. Thompson gonna bring down Schofield in just a moment here. KJ, they jump in on 9 class also. Snowball is there. And Divine Llama, he doesn't get the ulti off. Oh, man. Overestimating his HP.
Yeah, most definitely there. Very unfortunate, because that was probably your most definitely your strongest hero right now. The Brewmaster Radiance with getting the ultimate off, that is what's gonna win you these team fights. But if you can't get that ultimate off,
Pure? Wait a minute.
he's getting, say, coddled right now.
Oh,
I mean, Coddle's ult ran out, that's why. Otherwise, he kept chasing. But there's a BKB as well that just got delivered to Pure, so no matter what, he would have lived. but I'm sure Analog would have loved to force that BKB out, but once your ulti's down, you can no longer have access to that solar.
Oh my god. Toby denied a wisdom rune again with the Visage Bird.
They haven't got 2 of their wisdom runes this game. That's definitely really sad for these supports here. I think that it's going to show like a difference in levels here too. 9 class, level 11. Whitemon, level 10. On the opposite side, you have 10 and level 9. And that could be the difference just between the wisdom runes. I think
yeah. That's got to be frustrating. Well, Hector almost has his Radiance. And
is he really going to do this?
I mean, I don't know. He's saving up the gold for it. I definitely agree about the halberd.
I mean, I think in his eyes, he's like, he needs this to farm. And he doesn't plan on participating.
Oh my god, he sniped the Tormentor with the rocket flare.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, that just gave K1 a free shard. That's big. That's a really good shard. And Radiance number 2, boys, is online. So Brewmaster.
What the hell?
Radiance completed at 15 minutes or 17 minutes. Lifesteal Radiance completed at 22. So double Radiance.
All right.
Hector's ready to go. It's like, we got Radiance now, boys. Let's go.
Damn. That's nuts.
As long as Defy and Hector just don't play on the same side of the map, it's fine. You can also disassemble Radiance for a Nullifier. So maybe his plan is to use it to farm for a little bit, then disassemble it and grab up a Nullifier. 29
HP on this tower. Oh. And they're gonna glyph this. Really? Walrus punch out. Hector turns, starts to punch, decides I don't want to be here anymore, but they find Thompson now. Then the jump in, the Cogs push back. They're right on top of him. Do they have enough to kill off this sniper? Schofield chasing forward. Devi Llama on his tail too. Thompson in trouble, going to go down.
He's not dead yet.
K1 now chasing for more. This fight looking okay for Heroic, but if they bring down Hector, that'd be pretty bad. Overextension, Snowball is there. Not gonna be able to survive that second salvo. And with Sven showing up, having a BKB ready, Heroic, they have to be careful here. Analog thinking about going back in. Devi Llama starting to lose Brewlings. And after taking another jump, 9 class, he's in there. Pure 4 staff caught in the Cogs. He pushed himself in there. Now chasing down Devi Llama. Devi Llama's fine for the moment. Jumping from Techies. Wants to get that kill. They kill off the mine. Still enough to take down the Clockwork.
Coddle's killing everyone.
The Coddle is doing a lot of work, but saving that BKB. Pure will not give up the chase onto KJ. Although now maybe he's going to get punished as the BKB wears out. He's going to get coddled himself. They still have birds that are in the area, but the burn coming from Devi Llama eventually takes down that Sven. Thompson's back up. Gotta run. Devi Llama gets hit, wants to back out. He's very swift with that drunken brawler, but it's not going to be swift enough. Still a great fight for Heroic.
You have to get on top of this Coddle. He got way too many spells off on that fight. Just in the same way that Thompson needs to die first in the fights, if you're Tundra, you got to kill that Coddle. He had like, what's the fight recap? 8 Illuminates off, 8 Solar Binds off.
Yeah. Too much.
7 Blinding Lights. Like, he got way too many spells off.
I will also say, like, you're feeling the like, I mean, the best thing about that fight is that Hector died like halfway through it, so that meant that they were not getting like the downfall effects of double Radiance for a super long time, but he did not do much damage in that fight on Hector. This is gonna have to be like a farming thing for him because, man, he needs to catch up, but he's starting to.
Yeah, I mean, he has Maelstrom and Radiance. These are 2 items that give you nothing but farming, pretty much, right? So he will be able to farm very quickly, and that's why he dies fairly easily in these fights too. He didn't go for any items that make him a little bit tankier, and Clockwork will be going down here too. There's a chance.
Oh no, good block there by Toby with the birds. By Llama found, does have split still if he needs it. Gets pushed back by the concussive grenade. Now the Walrus Punch, a lot of evasion. And it's enough. Wow.
That was,
they're out of tips.
Perfect chain stunning there, by the way. I think if they use that snowball even a second earlier, maybe they won't get that kill. Same with the assassinate, so really well played there by Tundra. Not stacking them stuns, and as a spectator, it's like, oh, that's pretty obvious, but as anyone who's played Dota, you have to have pretty good communication to make sure you don't stack stuns sometimes.
Well, it is, at least for now, going to be Aegis into the hands of Tundra. We did see Coddle cut the wave before it got to the tier 2 tower up top. And in spite of the, of what's felt like Tundra coming out on top more often than not in this game and like finding those couple of pickoffs, the gold lead is really not that significant. They've been keeping it super close just through massive farming on the side of Heroic.
Yeah, and Coddle, interesting enough, went for the Aghanim Scepter, so the Will-O-Wisp will be a little bit annoying to deal with here. It'll be Thompson's job, I think, to eliminate that in the fights immediately. I thought he might go for like a Scythe of Ice there, but that's still the same type of stuff that you need for this hero. You just want to throw off as many spells as possible, kind of kite them around. Even heroes like Sven, like you really don't want to hit this Will-O-Wisp because you are a burst hero, and you want to burst one by getting in there really quick, blinking in there, grab a kill. You don't want to blink in and hit the little disco ball.
Is it like a Tombstone or Egg with regard to Visage Birds?
I'm not entirely sure, actually.
Yeah.
I think personally, just birds don't do anything to it, but I could be.
That's what I feel like too. Yeah, that's one of those weird interactions. We'll have to keep an eye on it, because if Visage Birds obviously do like the minimum damage, as we see Schofield get brought down again. I think. Oh no, he lives. He got out of vision. Okay. But if it does like the minimum damage, they still attack fast enough that it would die very quickly in these fights.
Yeah.
So that'll be something to watch for. But in the meantime, Vailama gets closer to AC, and on the side of Tundra, they are trying to match that item progression. I think Visage has his flying out right now on top of Lotus Orb. Oh no, he only went the Buckler. Never mind.
But this is how Hector gets back into games. All this Maelstrom Radiance. Farm it up. Farm.
Oh, he's running away now. They're chasing him this whole way. He knew that they were running to him because of that missile. Schofield just gets brought down underneath the tower.
I mean, Schofield is doing God's work here. He's just like trying to grab the farm up in the most dangerous part of the map, because he realizes he's the lowest net worth hero on his team. So if there is someone that has to die, he's the one that gives away the least amount of golden experience. And they will find Brew here. That is one that you don't want to give away. That's a big kill there on the Brewmaster. Trying to go for that AC, which is going to help him a lot. There's a lot of physical damage between Sniper, Visage, and the Sven. So delaying that timing is going to hurt a lot. And K1's just going to try and cut mid-wave with his Mantas to kind of slow down this push. And it looks like he will be successful in that regard, but there's still a wave on the bottom lane here. Tier 2 going down.
Backs away.
He's okay. He's in this base.
Yeah. He did get hit by the assassinate, but not looking like it's mattering as Hector stacks the camp, farms it up. Gonna try and pressure this tier 1 tower. Yeah, you can see like the wards right now by Tundra, they're all aiming at catching these heroes farming around the map. That's how they got that Brew kill. It's how they might get Hector too if he's not careful. A couple of these are just placed in very like pick-off oriented places.
Yep, that's really good warding. And for now, like, you can't really do much if you're on Heroic, just because Thompson still has another minute left on that Aegis. Maybe you can consider doing something in exactly 1 minute from now. Catch him off guard as the Aegis is expiring. We'll have to keep an eye out for that one. For now, it's split push city.
This ward, it does just barely clip Hector as he passed by it. Now they're going to see that creep run away, and Realize that might be a bit of a tougher one, although he's heading into another ward vision. Oh, this might be the death of him. Nope, never mind. They left. Now they're running bottom. They're going to TP for him.
Yeah, Thompson's TPing to set up.
Oh, but he rage TP'd after Mantane. And then they're going to smoke out? Is that the play here? Or is he just going to farm some more? Dude, this is crazy.
Hey. He just doesn't know where to go because the map is so spread out. But Aegis is going to expire. They see Sniper bottom, but they should know by now that he can go back. But at least this will be a fight into no Aegis. It just expired onto Thompson here. And it looks like they want to go. And I think the job here is for Schofield to find that Sniper.
That's right. Throws out one round of the shrapnel. They know now that they're up here on this cliff. Get some vision down, spot the techies, spot the Visage. Where do they want to go? It's going to be an infest move. Going to maybe go with the next rocket flare. 2 seconds away. Who do they find? See the Visage. Do they go? Thinking about it. Drop the Will-O-Wisp down. Waiting for Sniper to reveal himself. He's out there. Immediately jumps, but not able to connect onto him. Schofield still chasing onto Thompson. Hector decides, I'm going to fight the rest of these people. And they bully in on top of him. They've actually found Thompson, keeping him isolated while Toby starts to die. He's not quite dead yet, but they got him chased down. They've got him down to half HP. Is it enough to find the kill? Thompson,
he's out.
He's out. He's gone. They managed to get that kill. Toby will escape. But what a all-in attempt by Heroic. They waited for their moment. They hit it perfectly.
They really did there, and I think there's a bit of mistake there on Roshan as well. He tries to go in on the Coddle, but he blinks, and he's not even close when the stun lands. Doesn't want a BKB either, and I think it's very clutch here by Divide Llama. Gets a Cyclone immediately on the spin in that fight, so you will probably see it in this replay here too on like how important this is going to be. The Will-O-Wisp, it's fine, it starts the fight. They get on top of Thompson here, kill the techies right away. You're going to see Pure, he goes in, tries to get that Coddle, but he gets cycloned immediately, and he's just not hitting anything in this fight, while his whole team is just dying in the background here, and Thompson's fighting for his life.
Huge. Yeah,
I mean, really big.
And they almost didn't get him right there, too. He was on the verge of finishing that TP out. But a clutch move and a big fight win that sort of tilts the favors of this game a little bit into Heroic's favor. I still think that, you know, it's on a knife's edge. It could go either way, but Hector is farmed now. Like, he has real items. There's still a lot about farming, but, you know, you can kind of make something happen at least. Sniper's trying to get towards the Conda, just has the Chrysalis at the moment. We'll have to see how the rest of this unfolds, though. They're out of their base at least.
Yeah, I think a lot of this comes down to Pure needs to initiate before Sniper gets initiated on these fights. Or at the very least, Pure needs to play around the Sniper. I think these fights can look a lot different, but it's going to get harder and harder, I think, as this game progresses, because this Life Clear Spin matchup is a very bad matchup. It is not good for the Spin. So, and there's a Basher coming online too, and that's going to make it even worse. That Spin's just going to get completely kited down. So they're going to have to find an opening, a way to jump on the fights. And I think at this point, Pure can just jump on anything inside it, even if it's a support. I think it's okay. Just some way to draw some attention off of Thompson here is going to be pretty important. They've already made it pretty clear that they don't have really good ways of getting on top of this Coddle. So I guess you have to give up on that dream. And maybe just go and kill this Gyro or something. And somehow Gyro's the one that's been getting on top of Sniper. I don't know how he's doing it, but every single fight he seems like he's on top of Thompson somehow.
Yeah, KJ's been doing a really good job of that. And now you also are in a situation where you can't really easily try and turn onto KJ and kill him. The Ghost Scepter, like, they don't have that burst magical damage really on the side of Tundra that you would need to kill him off in time. They're going to make another move. And Tundra, if they're in this position when they run in on Heroic, they're going to be in trouble. You have a infested Clockwork.
Oh no, Thompson's going in first.
Smoke up, smoke up. They don't quite see him. They will see some creeps moving. That might signal that there's stuff going on.
They broke.
Breaks. Still looking.
He's on
Clockwork, they
vision.
spot him.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower.
Gotta back away, but now they know they're over here.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Gem to make sure there's no vision on the high ground. Another rocket flare out.
Roshan's up here too, and they're posturing above it on Heroic to try and take that positioning, but the smoke is still there, and Pure realizes he's got to go first.
Gets hook shot immediately, and now out. Lifestealer onto Techies, trying to blow him up at the start. Can they do anything? Down
They got the Vi.
He's gone. Wait, buyback though. They need to be careful about this one. BKB onto Lifestealer, not enough damage as of yet. They turn and kill off 9 class. No Tusk in this fight, and now no BKB. His TP is broken, in trouble. They will not kill off KJ. And looking for more, they're on the hunt. They gotta run on the rest of these heroes. Thompson gets found. They get the solar bind off. He gets pulled back to recall.
Dust in 2
Not what
seconds.
they needed.
2 seconds dust.
Oh, he's
It
hiding.
missed.
Thompson. Oh my god. He gets away. Dude, Shadowblade. Unreal that is what keeps him alive. I can't believe he survived there.
That dust was on 1 second less cooldown. He would have died as well. Everything like working out perfectly for him there.
Well, his team died though, which is not so great. Pure's had a bit of a rough game.
Well, to be fair, that was 2 buybacks though to really win that fight. So like the buybacks are what kind of won them that fight. The only problem is like Pure didn't have buybacks, so
right.
And the second problem is he already used the spells. So like Devi died without getting a spell off, which means when he bought back, he is still good to go. He still has his ulti. But if Pure, even if he would have bought back, God Strength's down, BKB's down, he can't fight anyway. So I guess Devi Llama with a 200 IQ play there, just giving his life away with the buyback to secure they win that fight, and they get themselves an Aegis. And he's going to take it on himself here. Just ensure that if he does die again next time, he will be able to respawn. And dying without buyback always is a situation you do not want to be in, as you may lose your base really quickly.
So you mentioned, or we saw rather, at the last Aegis, Heroic just stuck inside their base and not feeling comfortable leaving almost at all. Do you think this is a moment where Tundra need to dodge through this Aegis, or can they still sort of play out on the map and be comfortable with that?
That's hard to say, because the one target you want to burst is this Brewmaster. And he's really easy to burst right now because you do have the Bloodthorn on Pure, and there's no way of removing that on the side of Rogue. But he has an Aegis now, so like that's not gonna really be advantageous for you. And if you look on the side of the Coddle, he's got an A on disc too, so he's hard to burst. And of course, well, how do you burst this Lifestealer? Like, I don't think it's reliable to chain stun him before he gets his Rage or BKB off. So yeah, I think this is definitely not a situation where you go out looking to fight into the Aegis right now.
Okay. We'll see.
However, though, the BKB will be up for Defi Llama after this Aegis too, because right now he realizes he needs a Dispel badly. And once he does get that Dispel via BKB, he's going to be much harder to kill for the side of Pure here.
The other thing that will change stuff and make it that much better for Heroic as it goes later is that Schofield almost has an Aghanim Scepter. Having that on Clockwork just gives you that free, what feels like map hack almost. And now running forward, he's actually going to run right into Thompson. Tries to get out. Hook shot, can he find it? A little bit too hard to go for that one blind. It was a good attempt, but it went the other way.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Thompson's
attack.
out of there.
Mjolnir Basher now for the Lifestealer, going inside Abyssal Blade. I think it's gotten to the point now of the game where if K1 is on top of Pure, he's just gonna get chain locked down.
Yeah. And AC on Visage doesn't change that enough for you?
No, not really. I think he's still gonna get... You can't really do anything because like the Lifestealer with the open wounds is gonna always be at 100% HP even if you're trading with him.
Right.
So like you can't actually kill this Lifestealer unless you can like chain stun him and prevent him from hitting you. And Sven doesn't really have a way of doing that.
Radiant's top tower.
K1's going high ground right now, and
whoa.
Have the back
right.
here. They're gonna go at him.
Walrus punch. BKB turns. Infest gets out.
Pure ulti here too.
I mean, that cost a BKB, but Divine Llama, oh my god, took a lot of damage there. Did not get brought down, but only left with a third of his health. Showing strength. I mean, it does sort of give me a little bit of pause for what's going to happen next. Like, if Divine Llama is not careful after this Aegis wears off, he could definitely be brought down super quickly. I guess the plus side is he does have the cheese, which could be pretty good for turning that back around.
Schofield, he's going in on Pure here.
He found him. Last time he got away. This time, oh, wait a minute, but 9 class, they got the kill onto Lifestealer?
How?
What?
Okay.
Oh, he didn't have BKB. He had used it previously and stuck around too long.
Yeah, he has no buyback either, so that's 80 seconds, which means the rest of this Aegis is gonna go for nothing. They cannot use it in this time frame. So back to base here, and I think you waddle your way up to that Tormentor. At least take that in the Wisdom Room, get something for your troubles here. But that is definitely a big kill onto the Lifestealer here. I wonder if the camera ended up catching this one here. But yeah, he just wants to go farm that one extra wave. He's trying to get recalled, but he got stunned immediately. And to add the silence on top of it, because Thompson does indeed have the Mind Breaker as well, which applies to your ultimate. So not only did you get stunned, you get silenced. And that was enough to just like chase him down and get the kill.
Smoke up, and 9 class ready with the Aghanim Scepter. Drops down a ward, looks for the kick. No, he's not gonna get him. Just a little too far away. Snowball trying to get out of there, hoping to stay alive. Pure, he got pulled in. He didn't BKB. Now pulled in even further. Gonna get the ulti off, pop the BKB. Didn't need to use the cheese. Lifted up now on Pure. What can they do after the fact? Tries to bring him down. Rooted again. Tries to back out after popping that Satanic KJ. He's stunned for a moment. Now Clockwork still hunting. Does have Hookshot back up in 15 seconds. Recall pulls in that Lifestealer, and it will be Toby caught. So they will get another for their trouble. God, how close it could have been to great if they would have just got that kickback on the Coddle.
I can confirm the birds do 0 damage to the Ignis Tuus. Will-O-Wisp, I guess it's not called. Oh, it is. It's the Tuus still.
Yeah, it's Will-O-Wisp is the spell name, and Ignis Fautus, they call it, but it's probably Fatus is just as good.
I don't know what to call it. I don't really care either.
The Disco Ball.
The Disco Ball. I'm not a big lore guy, you know.
Yeah, fair. Well, are you a big heroic winning this game guy? Because that feels like it's what's about to happen.
I'm not so sure about that happening right now. I think we got another 20 minutes left in this game at least.
Okay. Sorry, my bad. I get excited.
You did. Look at Thompson. He's pew-pew-pewing right now.
He's trying. They will pew-pew-pew down Ignis Fautus, as they did take a tier 3 tower at the very least. And Disc procs. And will be Coddle getting out of trouble while they steal the Tormentor. Or at least tried to and realized they actually can't. All right.
Radiant are scanning.
I told you this game's got another 20. Easy. We're playing versus sniper techies, so this game ain't ended anytime soon. And the other side's got Clockwork and Coddle. Nobody's going high ground this game.
Man, again, I think Heroic have come onto the stage here in this tournament and like just done such an amazing job of putting on a performance from a team that, you know, a lot of people probably are not super familiar with. But if they win this game right now, they will be top of Group B. Potentially sharing that spot. We'll see if it ends up happening or not. But for now, a 9,000 gold lead, and Roche capable of respawning in a couple seconds.
Yeah, we'll have to see. 1 minute and 2 seconds is the time in which it will be back from spawn. A relatively short respawn here, which means it'll be landing on Dire's side no matter what. And they're already running to Roche as if it's up,
Radiant's
but
bottom tower is
someone did
under
not
attack.
bring their calculator. Unless they expected an instant spawn, which seems very unlikely.
I mean, if they get it, that like, you know, it recovers all of this. But not so lucky. And White
They really banked on the instant respawn, huh?
Yeah, they really did. They're not lying. Otto recalling everybody. They are set up, and luckily for Heroic, they will have a spawn in a couple of seconds here. Are you? That looks like they are. They're contesting it on Tundra.
Wait, Pure just ulted.
What?
They got to go now.
Yeah, that has to have been a misclick.
Yeah.
Oh,
they have
man.
no choice but to go now. Better or worse, they got to go.
Half duration left on the ulti. He's got to make something happen. They got to be quick. Maybe they can catch him off guard. That's a jump forward, a kick back. He jumped in on Pure. Now he's kind of running around in no man's land. They get away. They're not doing anything. Pure is kited. Oh, Pure is shook. Can they do anything else here with Thompson? God's strength is about to wear out. Now they will see it. While Thompson tries to run away. That was not the way they wanted that to go. Wow.
Oh, certainly not. I think he accidentally used Warcry and God's strength there. And instead of them being able to strategically take a fight that they wanted, they just had to go. And it just wasn't the jump that they looked for. That wasn't the jump they wanted. But it's the jump that they had to take. And unfortunately, it didn't work out. Now the Aegis just going back to the side of Heroic here.
And an Aghanim's. I mean, that's... you give this to Lifestealer, maybe?
Please.
I don't know. Oh my god, Devi's taking it. Dude.
No. Don't do this, man. Please give it to Lifestealer. It's so good. I know Hector... I've never seen him build Ags on Lifestealer. Even though it's meta, I have not seen him build it once in his life. I think he just is allergic to it. And he's like, I, as a man, don't want to be seen purchasing this item.
Let's see.
Apparently that's it.
They're just keeping it in Devi's inventory now.
Okay, they gave it to Hector.
Nice. All right, here we go. And now he has a blink dagger too. Although he just used Infest.
It's fine. So with the Aghanim Scepter, it brings it to a 20-second cooldown. So
okay,
you can kind of use it to go in, and then the fight's gonna drag out, and you'll probably get another one in the tank.
29 to 27 at coming up on 49 minutes. Tundra not feeling super comfortable in this one. They're also gonna constantly be under that overwatch of the Clockwork, just spamming rocket flares, which again, one of the more annoying parts of playing against this Aghanim Scepter clock.
I imagine that like 50 minutes in the game, at least Devi or the Lifestealer would have disassembled their Radiance at this point. Right? For a Nullifier. Because I feel like the double Radiance right now is not effective because you kind of have to play as 5. But they don't really care. Whatever.
They're both still farming faster because of it, right? Fine.
It's new meta, right? All right.
Yeah, and it gives them some evasion. It's better than double Radiance used to be.
I mean, honestly, K1 should also get a secondary AC too, because
yeah,
they're gonna stay. It's same logic, I guess.
Sure.
Are
I don't know if we talked about it, but Hex on Coddle now with the Illuminate damage at 25.
Okay.
Other 25s that are online, of course, the Sven for the extra God Strength damage. You do have it on Brew also, so you get the Fear for when igniting.
Oh no, the most OP talent has been unlocked at level 25 on Sniper.
Yeah.
The plus 100 attack range as a 25 talent.
And
better than nothing.
you also see the Techie's minefield being built. So we're 50 minutes in. There's one tier 3 tower that has been taken. Settle in, everybody. Grab yourself the drink. Get yourself some food wherever you are. We're going to enjoy some good Dota here.
I can't wait to see the
am
fireworks.
Regret having not peed before this game.
Should have known after the draft.
I know, right? Well, you can't leave after the draft.
Uh-oh. If you're fast, you can.
Bro.
Here comes Levi Llama. The chip damage coming in. Oh, good silence on the brew, so we can't cyclone you.
Are they really going in right now and trying to do this?
And look at the damage. It's just chip.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Why not?
This guy, he does a demolish. You know, he does a bonus 250 damage to buildings. It's not even a percentage rate.
Yeah.
It's just a flat 250 bonus damage. So he's just going to keep doing that because his ulti is going to be super short cooldown with the Octarine core. Very nice.
I do miss when it was a... I miss when it was a percentage and you could alacrity them.
Yeah.
That was the good days.
The very fair and balanced days. Literally had to change that just because of... I mean, that's just Dota in a nutshell, right? There's these small interactions between two heroes that are so broken that you have to, like, find some solution just so, you know, these two heroes can't interact in the same way. Very complex game.
After one salvo of pressure, they have 40 seconds left on the Aegis, so it will be Heroic backing away and getting their farm back on again.
Yeah.
In that other match that we saw, I think it was it Talon versus IG that went super late with a Techie's sniper as well. The thing that ended up mattering eventually was tier 5 neutrals a bit, and they got 2 pirate hats on IG, but it still didn't matter. Even though they caught back up in terms of net worth, they ended up losing just to an all-in. So I'm curious if something similar happens.
Your guess is as good as mine. Late game Dota is a wild roller coaster. Not much can be telegraphed as to how the game will go.
Do any of these heroes become like markedly better or worse as it goes later and later?
Sven for sure gets worse. I feel like his toolkit is what it is, right? You just ulti, BKB, and hopefully you kill someone. And I feel like the more gold that is distributed, the easier it is to kite him. The moment like the supports start getting like mirror shields and all these stupid items, right? Like, and you can't get a kill anymore, like you still have the same kiting problems you always have on this hero. Sniper always gets better. Okay.
Brought down him.
Alright.
One Sniper queuing up the big bad item at the end here with the rapier. See if,
I might as well.
It's pretty solid.
What's he gonna drop for it though? Oh, they can change
Pure,
he's gone!
Pure jumps in and kills off Hector.
There's a rocket going KJ's way now too.
Yeah, they have to get the hell out of here because, oh my god, Hector does not have buyback.
Oh, the barracks. They're getting sniped by Divine Llama here. He got
I mean,
it.
if they just let this Earth Panda wear out though.
But Divine Llama, is he mis-microing? He accidentally brought in the wrong panda. He has a shard, so he can always go back to whatever panda he wants. And they found Divine Llama.
They're chasing. They're chasing. Oh no, they don't get him.
Okay, he forced.
They didn't want to go. Okay.
Guess not. And that was a little bit of missed micro by Divine Llama, accidentally bringing in that purple panda. A little too close. But yeah, with the shard, you can choose on which panda you want to come back to reality with.
I think that, did they patch that out? It says that you can cancel early, but I guess you can't. Yeah, sorry. Well, another Tormentor claimed, and we do have a full Ethereal Blade finish now for Schofield. So
that's what I mean.
Hector
just the kiting
dies.
Potential.
Hector dies and says, "Get me an E-Blade."
Wind Waker, E-Blade, everything. And Sven's not a hero that wants to buy a nullifier as well.
Hobson hunting. Is he gonna go here? They bring in 9 class. Hit him immediately. BKB out. Hook shot tries to get away. Now chasing. Schofield, he's in too far. E-Blade keeps him alive. They don't decide to go and chase. Man, this game's getting tense.
I'm just a little sad that Whitemon had to leave his base because I was really enjoying how many mines he's building up in his base right now.
Yeah. He's gonna have to do it somewhere else.
I was hoping he could every square inch of that real estate with a mine on it.
Chasing, jump in,
okay.
on disc, E-Blade, backs away, Schofield, gone. No buyback on him. Pure BKB wearing out. And
there's
on
a
the other
rocket on
side,
Thompson.
KJ killing 9 class, he's dead. Okay, now Hector turns, wants to bring down one. They get the lift up, turns onto Toby. There is the Hex trying to kill off this Visage in time. Do they have enough damage? Hector now turns onto Thompson, wants to get in range for the Infest, but doesn't decide to go for it. KJ now throws out a couple more. There's Superman Sven. He comes from downtown, tries to find him, but the Lincoln Sphere. The Lincoln Sphere keeps alive this Coddle just barely and turning now, killing off. That's Sven. Thompson in very, very deep. Divine Llama wants to chase. They throw down the shards, hoping to keep him alive, hoping to get out of here. But Hector, he's on the chase, on the prowl, finding 9 class, gonna get that kill. It did come at the cost of a buyback on Gyro, but still, that is what you want to see if you're a Heroic fan. They manage to take a decent fight in their direction.
I said it could have been a lot worse for Heroic as well, but honestly, 9 class bailed out Thompson there super hard. Getting in there, getting the kickback with the shards, force staffing him to safety, because that would have been really, really bad if they managed to get that kill onto the sniper there. But this next fight, he has it. He has purchased it. Divine Rapier is now onto Thompson here. He's going to just hit K1 right now with the Rapier.
Huh? Backs away. Ignis Bautis down. Illusions go out. Divine Llama taking some blinks. Has to pop the ulti. They do have all of the pandas starting to die. Careful, careful. Still, they stick around long enough, and they do try and back away. Brew barely surviving. Pops the BKB, but they get the racks. And do they get out? It looks like it. Wow. No buybacks used, though, and it does mean that Roche is likely going the way of Heroic here, too.
I mean, who cares, Roche, at this point, you know?
It's true. Fair enough.
Actually, I have a new idea. Last time I suggested there should be a dedicated slot in the late game for boots. I take it back. There should be a dedicated slot in the late game that unlocks for Aegis.
Okay, I like that. They're dropping it down. Visage is here. Roche is falling quickly. It is down.
Because nobody wants to take it.
Scepter.
Radiant are scanning.
They get it on the brew. Runs forward. Tries to get a stun. Doesn't find anybody. And he finds him. They're on to Thompson. Pure found Divine Llama, but the bigger kill would be this sniper going down. Chases there. Open wounds. Couple more.
Rapier.
Is it going to be enough damage? Do they have enough? Yes. Rapier on the deck. Going to get picked up here in just a moment. Oh, no, wait, never mind. They got it on Techie's chance for a couple more hits.
Got it.
White Mana's dead too. And yeah, hitting onto Pure. The Sven now also in trouble. Does manage to bring down that Coddle just barely, but the Life Stealer is inside, bashing in and taking away his innards. Mass buybacks coming from Tundra. And as Divine Llama respawns, Toby is left with nowhere to go. It's going to go into still form, but eventually brought back down.
He's done. All right, that's the Rapier on the side of K1 now. But the good thing is, I guess K1 doesn't have a BKB anymore, so he can find a way to get on top of him. He does a lot more damage, but has less survivability. I guess that's a trade he was willing to take. And he just infested the Earth Panda. I guess nobody would expect this one.
Yeah. If
the Primal Companion is infested.
Starts to hit it. Waiting. And Hector going to take that full
mines. Oh, the fireworks!
Mines are going down.
You have the rocket flare too, and the mines going off. It literally is the 4th of July here.
Divine Llama tries to back out. They jump forward though on Hector to try and secure these mega creeps. Does have Ogre Steel Totem to get out once he manages to get what he came for. Divine Llama now hitting onto the last melee racks, but the stun is there. The bring down comes out. They find the sniper, get him isolated. BKB turns for the fight, but the E-Blade keeps him alive. Sniper resets. It used to beat away, but that is going to be mega creeps. Pure. Do you decide to chase anymore? The Wind Panda should ensure that Divine Llama lives. Now 52,000 gold lead. Heroic all over this one. They chase on 9 class. It's not going to be good enough. Jump, kill. Another tip comes from KJ. But now the turn, the hit onto Schofield, stun onto 2. Is it going to be enough? He gets infested, but the lift up means he's not being hit. When he comes down, do they have enough damage to deal with Hector? Couple more punches is what they need. Sniper's trying to hit on the high ground, but Hector, he is too big and bad and out of control. But the Satanic, the turn, the hit, still surviving through it. Pure, he's actually living through this. But do they have enough damage? They need to kill off Hector. He's backing away, gets the infest for the run out, and Sven does not have enough to survive through it all. GG is called as Heroic are gonna take game number 1 and